from life. He hides, yeah, I'm a lucky cried. Been drinking third, killing, never had a click, clack, bang, bang. Playing life like roulette, white and black, you'll never change. Cigarettes and life regrets. Fear he never faced it, sour lost he tasted. Lost in the world, another penny wasted.
Well, ladies and... What? The music cut off. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know this music. It's the music of Ben Hopkins. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DZW Maximum Attitude. I am your commentator, as always, Antoine Princeton. And that's my usual intro, but it appears that Ben Hopkins is going to be coming out right away. And there he is. He calls himself the Ben Hopkins brand. First time seeing Ben Hopkins since DZWCaw All-Stars, where he fell short of winning the race to the top. But this seems to be a different Ben Hopkins than we've seen recently. He's got new music, no face paint. This is definitely a new look for Ben Hopkins. He hyped himself up to be the global commodity, and it looks like he's gracing the DZW audience with his presence at the beginning of the show. Didn't even let the intro, didn't even let me get my commentary intro out of the way before he came out. But Ben Hopkins wasting very little time to make an impact here in Miami, Florida.
Yes, believe your eyes, DZW, because for once, instead of looking at the mediocrity of your little show, it went out and booked someone with star power, and it only went and signed the Ben Hopkins brand. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, why is the Ben Hopkins brand in DZW? Well, I am here for all of you. You see, you people don't know what it's like to be successful. And the mere mention of my name draws a sold-out crowd. I mean, you're all here today, flocking to see me. And that brings me on to my next point, is that you people don't know what it's like for people to beg you to join their little companies to make them better. But that isn't just it. That's not why I'm just here to give my presence to this show. No, I am going to grant a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, the Ben Hopkins brand's opportunity of a lifetime, to one of those lucky people in the back there. You see, there's going to be a little tournament, and whoever wins is going to get the privilege of teaming with the Ben Hopkins brand, a brand, might I add, that has led Mimes to greatness, and that's carried tag team divisions on his back to the greatest of heights that no other person could drag a whole division to. So, with that being said, your DZW wrestlers, one of them is going to become a star thanks to the Ben Hopkins brand, and that is a Hopkins thing. Of course, DZW and its fans, well, they wouldn't understand.
Well, the Ben Hopkins brand with an announcement looks like he's going to be looking for a new tag team partner. Apparently a tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, there are no details at the moment, but the minute I get details, you all will be the first to know, trust me. But as we transition from the Ben Hopkins brand to our first match of the evening, we have the tag team titles on the line. And here come the challengers, the former DZW Tag Team Champions. Obviously representing the Supremacy, Shawn Walsh and Steven Syntax. These two recently losing a six-man tag match against Brandon Wolf and Michael Stone and Jake Hyde, their opponents tonight. And you got to believe that they're looking for redemption after that loss. Ever since losing the DZW Tag Team titles on Attitude 22, Shawn and Syntax have been hungry for this rematch. They demanded this rematch, making a statement against the Young Bloods on the exclusive edition of Call Stars, or the Call Stars edition of Exclusive. but can they become the first ever two-time DZW Tag Team Champions? We'll find out tonight. And here comes the showman himself, Michael Stone. Michael Stone always looking to make a show, a spectacle out of everything. And you gotta believe he's here with the intent to retain the DZW Tag Team titles for the second time. Stone and Hyde obviously thrown together as a tag team at last minute, but they've been going on to be one of the best tag teams in DZW today, retaining against the likes of Josh Mason and Phoenix, and they're going into their second defense of the DZW tag titles tonight. Michael Stone, obviously no stranger to Steven Syntax, defeating him for the DIW World Championship at DIW DZW British Invasion. And considering this is the second time that Michael Stone has taken gold from Steven Syntax, you have to believe that revenge is on the mind of, if no one else in this match, more than Steven Syntax. And now we wait for Michael Stone's tag team partner. And here he comes, the other half of the DZW Tag Team Champions, Jake Hyde. Jake Hyde quickly proving himself to be a fine young performer in DZW. He made it to the finals of the Night of Flight tournament, losing to Drew Cutler. Speaking of Night of Flight, and the No Limits division, rather, there will be announcements made for DZW King of Flight, the newest tournament for the No Limits division. It's 16 men competing for a shot at the No Limits Championship at Revive. The participants will be announced before the DZW No Limits Championship match. But in the ring, Jake Hyde showing the crowd what it's all about, because it's all about those DZW Tag Team titles. Ladies and gentlemen, now we turn it over for our ring announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the DZW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, the team of Shawn Walsh, Steven Syntax, Shawn, and Syntax. And introducing their opponents, they are the reigning, defending DZW Tag Team Champions, Michael Stone and Jake Hyde.
Referee coming to claim the DZW Tag Team Championship. And that's what it's for, ladies and gentlemen. Two teams competing to be the best tag team in Danger Zone Wrestling. And it looks like Shawn Walsh and Michael Stone are going to start this off. Michael Stone, as mentioned before, the reigning DIW World Champion. Shawn Walsh, of course, his amount of tag team titles has to be a record in Call Wrestling, as Michael Stone has a tag team veteran by the arm. And Shawn Walsh has to find a way out of that. And he does with an impressive athletic counter. Now Stone has Shawn Walsh in a headlock. The American-made villain sending Michael Stone into the ropes. Ducking under. Leaping over. Now missing the mark on the finale as he got leveled with a drop kick. Now Michael Stone ducking under. Leaping over. And trying to show Shawn Walsh how it's done, but Shawn Walsh countered that with a nasty strike. Stone with the forearm of his own. Another forearm. And now Stone has Walsh against the ropes. Walsh in control now, trying to make Michael Stone tap out to a modified camel clutch. And Stone fighting out of that quickly. And Shawn Walsh with a drop kick of his own to Michael Stone. Shawn Walsh now has Michael Stone in the corner, making the tag to Steven Syntax. And what a shot to the arm. What teamwork from Shawn and Syntax, the former DZW Tag Team Champions. Steven Syntax, of course, quite possibly the most dominant. Wait, going for the pin. 2. And Michael Stone out at 2. I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, Steven Syntax, perhaps the most dominant performer in AWF, the reigning AWF World Champion with the shooting star press. Going for the cover on Michael Stone. And Stone kicking out. Well, I mean, we talk about what a veteran Shawn Walsh is. Steven Syntax, a veteran in his own right. Former DIW World Champion, current AWF World Champion. As now Michael Stone drop kicking Syntax to the outside. And now making the tag for the first time to Jake. I almost said Jake Stone. Jake Hyde. Now Jake Hyde tossing Syntax back into the ring. And Hyde with the suplex, going for the pinfall immediately. But Syntax's legs are right under the ropes. That's the ring awareness that comes with being in call wrestling for as many years as Steven Syntax and his tag team partner Shawn Walsh. Walsh and Syntax might not or may not have been a tag team for very long, but they have known each other for just about 10 years. So there's that friendship element that comes to play versus Jake Hyde and Michael Stone, who haven't really known each other very long. As Syntax with a neck breaker. And another shooting star press. What athleticism from Syntax, as he now has Jake Hyde in a Boston Crab. Jake Hyde trying to fight his way to the ropes. The Syntax even had that Boston Crab locked in tight, but Jake Hyde managing to make it to the ropes. Syntax, Northern Lights suplex. Will it get the job done? And Jake Hyde kicking out again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first of 3 championship matches tonight. Obviously, what we originally had planned for the main event was Travis Killings and Cobie Vinson for the DZW Championship. But obviously, Shawn and Syntax ramming Jake Hyde's back into the turnbuckle. But obviously, given the extent of Travis Killings' injuries at the hands of Cobie Vinson, he was not clear to compete tonight. So instead, our main event, AJ Young and Cobie Vinson. And Walsh with the suplex of Jake Hyde. And Jake Hyde's been taking a lot of punishment lately. You have to think that he's trying to make the tag to Michael Stone at some point. Walsh and Syntax, of course, isolating Hyde, keeping him on their side of the ring. But Hyde with the shoulder block to Shawn Walsh. And now Hyde, oh my goodness, launching Shawn Walsh into the corner. And that's one way to fight your way to your tag partner. Jake Hyde launching Shawn Walsh by his neck. Now Jake Hyde and Michael Stone with the tag team maneuver. And Michael Stone springboard moonsault to Shawn Walsh. And now going for the cover. 1, 2, and Steven Syntax saving the match for his partner. Shawn and Syntax trying to keep the record books alive so they can become the DZW Tag Team Champion. Stone going for a pin after that neck breaker. And Walsh kicks out at 2. As Michael Stone, he's thinking on high risk once again. And a forearm strike doesn't land. Shawn Walsh with the back elbow. And that's a Socko cutter. Socko cutter to Michael Stone. Could we have 2-time DZW Tag Team Champions? And no. Walsh with a jawbreaker. I thought for a second that he might have had the match won with that Socko cutter. Just hitting that out of nowhere. That's what's dangerous about Shawn Walsh and that cutter. anytime, any place, anywhere. That can change the outcome of a match. And here comes the Brit, Steven Syntax, once again, and again going after that arm. Steven Syntax, half Nelson backbreaker. Steven Syntax, the flashier of the two from Shawn and Syntax, and going right back to work with that Boston Crab. And Michael Stone again trying to fight out, and he manages to do so. Stone with the Bulldog. Trying to get some momentum going for his team. Trying to keep hope alive for their tag team title reign. And there's a super kick. We talk about out of nowhere with the Socko Cutter. Will the super kick get it done? And Steven Syntax kicks out at 2.5. Michael Stone going high risk again. And moonsault from the top rope. Syntax in enemy territory. Stone with some strikes. And Syntax again back into a corner. As Michael Stone taking Syntax to the danger zone. And thinking superplex. But wait a minute. Steven Syntax sends Michael Stone crashing to the mat. And wait, I think Steven Syntax might be trying to go for a super kick of his own. And he hits it on Michael Stone. Syntax with the super kick, going for the pin. Will we have new tag team champions? And Jake Hyde breaks it up at the last possible second. We were 0.2 seconds away from having new tag team champions. But after that super kick, what condition is Michael Stone in? Now, Steven Syntax, disaster kick. Michael Stone is in trouble. Shawn and Syntax knows it as Michael Stone is backed into enemy territory. But Michael Stone fighting back. And Michael Stone going top rope. And what a moonsault. Michael Stone with his picture-perfect moonsaults again and again and again. Possibly the most athletic competitor in this match. No disrespect to Jake Hyde, Steven Syntax, or Shawn Walsh. But Stone's athleticism is pretty much second to none. And I'm making the tag to Jake Hyde. And double Northern Lights suplex. Going for the pin on Steven Syntax and Shawn Walsh playing defense for his team. But how much is left in the tank for Steven Syntax? As again, Steven Syntax back into a corner, nowhere to go. Can he fight out his way out of another, what looks like another superplex? Oh wait, not this time. Jake Hyde connects. Jake Hyde connecting with the superplex. Oh, wait a minute. I think he was going for a pump handle Uranagi. And Syntax with the discus forearm. Hey, Steven Syntax, what's he about to go for here? Cradle DDT. We've seen Steven Syntax win matches with that Cradle DDT. But it seems like he has more in store for Jake Hyde as he is not going for the pin. Wait, Steven Syntax, is he thinking super kick again? And yes, he is, a super kick. And I can see Jake Hyde's eyes rolling into the back of his head. Will the super kick get it done? 1, 2. It does. Ladies and gentlemen, we have new tag team champions. Shawn Walsh and Steven Syntax making history as the first ever two-time DZW Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners and the new DZW Tag Team Champions, Shawn and Syntax.
What an effort from Jake Hyde and Michael Stone, but that super kick from Steven Syntax was just too much. And as much as I don't like it, the tag team titles are back with Shawn and Syntax and the Supremacy. But to their credit, they did win the match fair and square. Hey, wait a minute. I know this music. It's High Impact. Could it? But I don't see High Impact. Oh, wait, that's Tyler. And that's Zach. Ladies and gentlemen, the rivalry between High Impact and the American-made villains is well documented. We haven't seen either of High Impact in months and months and months. But it looks like they're coming to get a piece of the new tag team champions. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee might want to get this situation under control as High Impact and Shawn and Syntax face to face. And now here comes security trying to get these two teams separated. But while that's happening, we still have more action from Maximum Attitude here in Miami, Florida. We already have new tag team champions. What else is in store for tonight?
The following contest is a 3-on-1 handicap match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Devvin Storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the last edition of Attitude, Bryan Moxley laid down the challenge to take on Devvin Storm with his downfall. And in the span of time between Attitude and tonight, Devvin Storm accepted the challenge. And I'm thinking what everybody else is thinking. Devvin Storm has to have a death wish. He's not only going in the ring against a sick and twisted Bryan Moxley, but he's going up against 3 sick and twisted individuals. The main question in this match isn't even if Devvin Storm can win. It's about if Devvin Storm can survive. As here comes his opponents. As the lights go out, completely pitch black in the arena. You can hear the creepy music. And oh, wait a minute, what the hell? Everybody's pulling their phones out. That can only mean one thing. Bryan Moxley is here.
And his opponents representing the downfall, Azrael, Gabriel, and the Sandman, Bryan Moxley.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is a group of, like I said earlier, absolutely sick, twisted individuals. Bryan Moxley lured Devvin Storm into a trap, brawling with him on the last episode of Attitude, only for Azrael and Gabriel to come to the defense of Bryan Moxley, sparking a 3-on-1 assault. And from what I'm being told in my headset, this isn't the first time we've seen Azrael and Gabriel. From what I'm being told, Azrael is Chris Page, or formerly known as Chris Page, and Gabriel is Colin Kennedy. Page and Kennedy, two people we haven't seen in a very long time. But it looks like Bryan Moxley, whatever transformation has been done, Bryan Moxley converted these two, as now they exist as his lackeys. Bryan Moxley is dangerous on his own, with not just one but 2 followers behind him. Bryan Moxley might just be unstoppable. Crowd still waving along to Mr. Sandman, even with the music over. But back to the action, as Devvin Storm is in an hostile situation as he's going immediately after Bryan Moxley. There's a shot to Azrael. There's a shot to Gabriel. Devvin Storm knowing he has to go on the offense early and often if he has any chance of winning this match, as he is going toe-to-toe with Bryan Moxley. And as the Sandman backed into a corner. Now Devvin Storm taunting Moxley. Moxley took the bait and Devvin Storm made him pay. And there's another forearm shot. Devvin Storm, if he has any hopes of winning this match, he could not let Moxley breathe. As Devvin Storm going high risk, and Gabriel, the big man, with a shot. And another shot to Devvin Storm, and now tossing him off the top turnbuckle. And just like that, Moxley has room to breathe. And going right back on the attack to Devvin Storm. Now making an attack to Azrael, wanting no part of Devvin Storm. As Devvin Storm with the flapjack to Azrael. There's a shot to Bryan Moxley for good measure. The man formerly known as Southern Justice, Chris Page, now under the tutelage and guidance of the Sandman, Bryan Moxley. As Devvin Storm goes for the first pinfall attempt in this match. And Azrael kicks out at 2. Devvin Storm trying to make quick work of the downfall. Now Storm with the backbreaker. And you got to believe that Devvin Storm's best chance in this match, not to count Azrael out, but his best chance in this match is to get the pinfall on Azrael. Gabriel's a big dude, and Bryan Moxley has mind games to his advantage. But Azrael with a suplex. Now Azrael with the headbutt to the chest of Devvin Storm. And that's another one. Now Azrael going high risk. Will it be high reward? As Devvin Storm is slowly making his way to his feet. And there's a double axe handle from the top rope. Azrael playing it safe, not trying to get too flashy. And now putting the clamp on Devvin Storm. Azrael with a claw to Devvin Storm. But now Storm finding out. What an upset it would be for Devvin Storm to pick up the victory in this match with a 3-on-1 disadvantage. But he's not looking too hot right now against Azrael. As now Azrael sending Devvin Storm to the worst place he could possibly be. And here comes the Sandman, Bryan Moxley. There's a double back body drop as the Sandman is back in the ring. You've got to believe that he's not too happy about the beginning of this match. And now tagging right back out to Azrael. Moxley seemingly wanting no part of Devvin Storm. Opting to let his disciples do the dirty work. Now Azrael tossing Devvin Storm. As he makes a tag to Gabriel, the former Colin Kennedy. And ladies and gentlemen, what a transformation that Page and Kennedy have made. As Gabriel going for a Boston crab to Devvin Storm. Devvin Storm not too far away from the ropes. But opting to fight it out himself. Now Devvin Storm throwing punch after punch to Gabriel. Now Devvin Storm trying to neutralize the big man. Now Gabriel sending Devvin Storm to the ropes. Devvin Storm with the fireman's carry counter. Gabriel with the counter of his own. And there's a belly to belly. Now Gabriel just unloading on Devvin Storm. And again, what shots. And oh my goodness, again, with the punches to the face. Right hand after right hand after right hand. And now just again for good measure. And oh my god, the referee needs to get in and stop this. So many unprotected shots to the head. And Devvin Storm is busted wide open. This is not good for Devvin Storm. Going for the cover. And Devvin Storm getting out at the last second. I don't think he even kicked out. He just kind of moved his shoulder a little bit. But obviously it was enough for the referee to count it as a kick out. As Gabriel has Devvin Storm in the air. And good grief, what a power bomb. Gabriel trying to break Devvin Storm in half. And he seems to be doing quite a job of it as out goes Devvin Storm. Devvin Storm seemed to be doing well in this match. Up until Gabriel in those brutal right hands. As now Gabriel suplexing Devvin Storm onto the barricade. There's a boot to the side of the head. How can Devvin Storm fight back? It's like his game plan went out the window the moment Gabriel entered this match. Devvin Storm, a bloody mess. Now, Gabriel might make it worse as there's a snake eyes to Devvin Storm. And how can Devvin Storm even see? All right, another power bomb. And ladies and gentlemen, that might be it. 1, 2, and Devvin Storm kicked out. Devvin Storm probably showing more guts than brains at this point, ladies and gentlemen. And Devvin Storm fighting back against Gabriel, showing signs of life. And we've seen this before from Devvin Storm. Reverse DDT. Going for the cover on Gabriel, and Gabriel kicking out at 2. Devvin Storm is a Crimson Mask, but he's a fighting Crimson Mask. Devvin Storm went for a shot to Bryan Moxley. Moxley seeing it coming. And now the big man is up. Devvin Storm going right back after Moxley. And going right back after Gabriel. Devvin Storm lighting a fire under himself. But will it win him this match? Elbow to Gabriel. Now going for the cover on Gabriel. Will Devvin Storm win this handicap match? And Gabriel again out at 2. And Devvin Storm with a shot to Gabriel. But as you can see, so much being taken out of Devvin Storm. And Gabriel with a boot right to the face. Devvin Storm has endured so much during his DZW tenure. Oh my God. Gabriel booting Devvin Storm in the face. And here comes the Sandman, who must be pleased with the progress being made to punish Devvin Storm. And there's another headbutt. Just that wound of Devvin Storm won't stop bleeding. But Devvin Storm is still fighting. Now Devvin Storm again. Reverse DDT. Devvin Storm showing he still has a little bit left in the tank. Now, can we be seeing this? Is it gonna happen? And eye the storm of Bryan Moxley. But wait, Gabriel's in the ring. Referee distracted with Azrael, not realizing that the big man is doing some damage to Devvin Storm. Gabriel getting out of the way to avoid being disqualified. But now he's back in, and oh, hey, the referee trying to prevent him from coming back in the ring. Devvin Storm was about to walk away with the victory. But now Bryan Moxley back to take advantage. Oh, wait, Moxley going for a cloverleaf to Devvin Storm. Will Moxley make Devvin Storm tap out? As Devvin Storm is crawling to the ropes. How can this man even see? Blood pouring down his face, into his eyes, and Devvin Storm somehow, some way gets the rope break. Now Devvin Storm with a shot to the gut. And wait, Devvin Storm again. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand how, but he's doing it. Eye of the Storm. Second one of Bryan Moxley as Azrael and Gabriel back in the ring. Oh, come on. Now Gabriel, good God. Laying out Devvin Storm just as it looked like he was about to pick up the victory. Devvin Storm so close to victory with his second Eye of the Storm to Bryan Moxley. As now Moxley's back to his feet. And oh, wait a minute. Flatliner. Flatliner to Devvin Storm. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Devvin Storm, the numbers game was just too much for him.
Your winners of this match, The Downfall.
Bryan Moxley pinning Devvin Storm and picking up the win for his team. But he has to give 2 huge assists to Gabriel. And the future looks bleak for Devvin Storm with the presence of Azrael and Gabriel. But there they are, the Downfall victorious. We are back with more action. And looks like we're going to have a tables match to continue the action tonight from Maximum Attitude in Miami, Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tables match. Introducing first, Bison.
Bison, usually the heavy favorite in every match he participates in, but this match is not just an ordinary match. This is a tables match. This is the Fixer Ryan Carroll's signature match. Bison and Ryan Carroll have been fighting back and forth for a while, and it all comes down to this: who is going to put the other through the table? Bison understanding what's at stake here. Unpinned, unsubmitted, in Danger Zone Wrestling. But he faces his toughest test to date against Ryan Carroll. Ryan Carroll, unlike any other man that Bison has faced. With Bison and Ryan Carroll, the intimidation factor goes out of the window. And you gotta believe both men are looking to punish each other dearly and put someone through a table.
And his opponent, he is the Fixer, Ryan Carroll.
This match 100% plays to Ryan Carroll's advantage. Known for putting men through tables, known for destroying his opponents with everything that's not nailed to the ground. this is Bryan Carroll's match to win. And ladies and gentlemen, that's not me playing favorites. That's just me looking at the predicament at hand. Bryan Carroll is mentally unstable, attacking Bison for reasons that we may never find out. But nonetheless, Bryan Carroll, in attacking Bison over and over again, showing that he is unafraid. He will not be intimidated by Bison. And just like I'm pretty sure Bison will not be intimidated by Bryan Carroll. Ladies and gentlemen, we might witness an all-out war. Match is underway, and Bryan Carroll immediately going after Bison. And this is what I meant by saying we might have an all-out war on our hands, as both of these men are pummeling each other from the get-go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a slugfest. As Bryan Carroll going for a discus forearm. And Bison with a shot. Another shot to the back and just some clubbing blows to the back. But Bryan Carroll will not go down, and finally he does. Our first singles match of the evening. Where Bison, oh wait a minute, he has Bryan Carroll. And look at the strength. Tossing Bryan Carroll to the outside of the ring. That's about 250 pounds that Bison just launched like it was 30 pounds. As Bryan Carroll going to the top rope. And there's a diving elbow, striking Bison right in the face. As Carroll sending Bison against the ropes and planting him with authority. As Bryan Carroll picks up the table, sets it up in the corner. Bryan Carroll trying to make this quick. With Bison having other plans, Carroll sending Bison face first into the table. Now Bison sending Carroll face first into the table. Oh, there's a chop. Carroll's back bouncing right off of the table. Both of these men noted strikers. Both of these men noted dominators. It's basically like looking in a mirror when it comes to seeing these two in the ring. Now Bison is probably more mentally there than Bryan Carroll, but that instability is what Bryan Carroll uses to his advantage. As now Bryan Carroll trying to expose the top turnbuckle. Not the smartest thing to do it with Bison right behind you. But oh, wait a minute. Bison looking to take advantage. Bryan Carroll in prime position. But Carroll fighting Bison off. And wait, Carroll goes through the table. Bryan Carroll going high risk, and it did not pay off for him at all. But Bison did not win this match because Bison did not physically put Bryan Carroll through the table. As now Bryan Carroll has Bison up and going for a high angle power bomb. Bryan Carroll hoisting a near 300-pound man in the air and just planting him like nothing. Bryan Carroll being the first in this match to physically go through a table, but Bison again did not physically put Bryan Carroll through the table. It was Bryan Carroll's own momentum being used against him. And now Bison again with more clubbing blows to the fixer. As Bison trying to set up another table. And now using it to his advantage. And wait, Bryan Carroll's busted wide open. Carroll punching the table into the face of Bison. And now Bison, Uranagi slam onto the table shreds. Bison again looking to put Bryan Carroll through a table. The fixer is busted wide open as Bison has Carroll by the hair. Sending him right into that table. And now bouncing his head. right off the table. Bison seems to have other plans. And hitting Carroll right in the face. This match seems to have been all Bison so far. And now Carroll turning the tables on Bison. Now Bison's in the danger zone. Will Bison go through a table? Now Ryan Carroll, I think, trying to switch the table's positioning. But as he's doing that, Bison is ready to attack from the top rope. As he jumps and oh my goodness, now Bison going through the table. Ryan Carroll baiting Bison to jump, and it did not play well for him. As now both men have each gone through a table, but neither man has been able to physically put the other through a table. As Carroll now has Bison set up on the top rope. Carroll has Bison in the danger zone and is going for a superplex right onto the table remains. Ever since that miscalculated dive, this match has been all Ryan Carroll. As now Ryan Carroll isn't thinking BFT. There's a knee and there's a clothesline. Blunt force trauma to Bison. And now sending him, trying to send Bison to that exposed turnbuckle. Ryan Carroll with a spinning Uranagi. I think Bison was able to switch his positioning at the last second, but doing no good for him this time as he goes back first into the exposed turnbuckle. Now Ryan Carroll going for one winged angel. And he hits it. One winged angel to Bison. But this match is not going to end by pinfall. Ryan Carroll has to put Bison through a table in order to win this match. And I think that's what he's... Oh, wait, no. Ryan Carroll has a chair. Ryan Carroll has a chair. And Bison is in trouble. As now Ryan Carroll with the chair to the... Wait a minute. Bison throwing the chair out. And there's a belly-to-back suplex. And oh wait, Bison, ball away slam into a Samoan drop. And now Bison grabbing the table, the method to win this match. I thought Bison was done for after the one-winged angel. But Bison still showing signs of life. And oh wait, Bison. Carroll's in definite trouble. Underhook pile driver. That's a move that can break your neck. And the fixer is out cold. Bison now dragging Carroll. And oh, wait a minute. Carroll's in prime positioning with that table. Bison with the spear and the fixer goes through the table. Bison overcoming the odds and winning this match.
Here is your winner, Bison.
Regardless of the advantage that Ryan Carroll had for this match, Bison managed to pull away the victory with an underhook pile driver and a nasty spear sending the fixer right through the table. Bison still yet to be stopped in Danger Zone Wrestling. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward with the show, we're about to reveal the participants for the 16-man King of Flight tournament. Miami, Florida, we are back for our second championship match of the night. And here comes a man, no stranger to championship gold, the former DZW champion, the former first ever DZW champion, Shawn Stevens. Shawn Stevens winning a 3-for-all match against Scrap Boogie and Double G Giuseppe Girardi to get a shot at the DZW No Limits championship. And he's walking into this match with a new wave of momentum with a pinfall victory over Drew Cutler. And that has to be in the back of the champion's mind. And obviously maybe at the front, as after Shawn Stevens won the 3-for-all to become the #1 contender for the No Limits championship, Drew Cutler attacking him as he went back up the ramp. So definitely payback has to be on the mind of Shawn Stevens tonight, as well as championship gold. Will Shawn Stevens be the first man to win 2 championships of different sorts in Danger Zone Wrestling? We'll find out. And here comes a man never short of confidence, never short of arrogance, the dignified one, Drew Cutler. Drew Cutler suffering his first click-per-view defeat at the hands of Shawn Stevens at DZWCaw All-Stars. But in part, that result was due to the arrogance of Drew Cutler refusing to defend his championship at DZWCaw All-Stars, issuing an open challenge. And Shawn Stevens was the man to answer that open challenge and defeat Drew Cutler. Drew Cutler responding by assaulting Shawn Stevens. And he might have just awakened the beast with that attack. But could this be the last that we see of Drew Cutler as the DZW No Limits champion? The question to be answered is who will go to Revive to defend the No Limits championship against the winner of the King of Flight tournament?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the DZW No Limits Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He is a former DZW champion, Shawn Stevens. And his opponent, he is the reigning, defending DZW No Limits champion, Dignified Drew Cutler.
Drew Cutler getting ready to hand over the championship for what may be the very last time. Referee showing Shawn Stevens what it's all about. And now showing the crowd what it's about. The DZW No Limits Championship. Will Shawn Stevens claim his second championship in Danger Zone Wrestling? And the fight's on. Shawn Stevens and Drew Cutler in the center of the ring. Drew Cutler now has Shawn Stevens in a headlock. Stevens now sends Drew Cutler against the ropes, ducking under, leaping over. And there's a shoulder block to the dignified one. Shawn Stevens again looking to claim gold for the second time in his career. Stevens considering this to be his chance at redemption, as Cutler again has Stevens in a headlock. And again, Stevens driving Cutler against the ropes. Look at the athleticism from Shawn Stevens, and there's an arm drag to the champion. That's a champion running right after Shawn Stevens, and Shawn Stevens making him pay. Stevens with an uppercut. And now just multiple strikes of Drew Cutler. And now Stevens, disaster kick to the champion. Now going for the pinfall early. Will Stevens embarrass Drew Cutler, and Cutler kicking out at the count of 2. Stevens almost ended this match very quickly. And he would have ended the reign of Drew Cutler in just about 2 minutes had he got that count to a 3. But Drew Cutler still in this match. And obviously with something to prove, Drew Cutler could get the biggest win of his Danger Zone wrestling career if he beats Shawn Stevens here tonight in Miami. And now Drew Cutler, oh, come on. Drew Cutler doing push-ups on Shawn Stevens' back. And that's the arrogance of the champion. With a wicked clothesline. And up, there we go. Again. Going for the pin on Shawn Stevens. And Shawn Stevens taking out at the count of 1. If Drew Cutler has any chance of winning this match, he needs to get serious. This is Shawn Stevens, a submission specialist. Obviously, I already ran down his accolades about 4 or 5 times. I don't want to do that again. But Shawn Stevens is no joke in the ring. Probably one of the best performers in DZW, as he is landing kick after kick on Drew Cutler. And drop kicking the champion right in the face. Now Shawn Stevens sending Drew Cutler right to the outside with the sunset flip powerbomb. And Shawn Stevens looking to turn up the tempo, getting the crowd fired up, and incoming, here comes Stevens. Shawn Stevens launching himself clear over the top rope. No hands, just pure athleticism and pure air. And there's a springboard splash to Drew Cutler. Will Shawn Stevens become the No Limits champion? 2 and no. Shawn Stevens debating with the referee as to whether that was a 3 count. But the referee, of course, saying otherwise. As now Shawn Stevens has Drew Cutler in a butterfly lock. Butterfly lock to Drew Cutler. Will the champion tap out? And Drew Cutler with the reversal. And there's a kick right to the back of the head of Shawn Stevens. As now the Dignified one has him up in the air and down to Stevens with the suplex. And could Drew Cutler be looking for the kill right here against Shawn Stevens? As he's running with a full head of steam. And Shawn Stevens getting out of dodge and dropping Drew Cutler with a drop kick. And now the submission specialist going high risk and no reward as he misses that picture perfect moonsault. And now Drew Cutler, the champion, going for a figure 4 leg lock. Shawn Stevens' arm is close to the ropes, but not close enough. Will Drew Cutler force Shawn Stevens to tap out? The referee is asking Shawn Stevens if he wants to tap, but Shawn Stevens, there is no quit in this man, and he's showing it with the reverse figure 4. And now Shawn Stevens going for a suplex, but Drew Cutler with the knee to the head. And Cutler with a neck breaker. Now Cutler again running. There's a bulldog to Shawn Stevens. You have to believe it. Wait, no. Cutler going for the pin. 2. And Shawn Stevens kicking out at 2. You have to believe that both of these men, I mean, they're focused on each other right now, but you have to believe that both of these men are thinking ahead to King of Flight and Revive. 16 talented competitors in and out of DZW fighting for a chance to get a shot at the No Limits Championship. As Drew Cutler has Shawn Stevens in the danger zone and back suplex from the top rope. And you can see the toll that it's taking on Drew Cutler. And now Cutler has Shawn Stevens by the face, going for a camel clutch. trying to embarrass the submission specialist by making him tap out. But Drew Cutler getting reversed by Shawn Stevens. Now Stevens sending Drew Cutler into the corner. What does Shawn Stevens have in mind? And oh, wait a minute. German suplex for Drew Cutler, landing the champion right on the back of his neck. Will Shawn Stevens get the job done with that German suplex? 2 and no. Shawn Stevens again debating with the referee. That just shows you how bad Shawn Stevens wants to become the No Limits champion. But Drew Cutler has been dominant as No Limits champion. As much as I get on Drew Cutler for his general douchebaggery, Drew Cutler has been impressive as the No Limits champion. And now Drew Cutler, we don't see this normally from Drew Cutler, and that might explain why. Shawn Stevens, back suplex. Shawn Stevens again going for the pinfall on the champion. Will Shawn Stevens win? And Drew Cutler is still in this. You have to believe that the frustration is setting in for Shawn Stevens. As now Shawn Stevens with the Dragon Sleeper in the middle of the ring, and Drew Cutler has nowhere to go. Can Shawn Stevens get the tap out victory? And Drew Cutler with an impressive counter. And Cutler sending Shawn Stevens to the outside with a clothesline. Drew Cutler has beaten some of the very best that the No Limits division has to offer. And Drew Cutler again looking for a very big win here against Shawn Stevens. As now Drew Cutler waiting for Shawn Stevens to get up. Now Drew Cutler running with a full head of steam, and there's a knee to the face. Shawn Stevens might be out cold. Drew Cutler going for the pin after that knee. And somehow Shawn Stevens kicks out, and Drew Cutler is livid. Shawn Stevens probably concussed. But I think Drew Cutler trying to go for that knee once again. And now wait, no, just walking to Shawn Stevens. Stevens with the fireman's carry counter. Cutler sending Stevens into the corner. Oh, wait a minute. Cutler with a shot to the face. Oh, this doesn't look good for Shawn Stevens. Cutler has Stevens in the danger zone. And Cutler with a suplex to the outside of the ring. And the crowd is loving this. But what condition does that leave Shawn Stevens in? Now, wait, Drew Cutler's going for something. Stevens reversing. And now Stevens with an impressive combination of strikes as he lands the clothesline. Wait, Stevens, is he thinking Fisherman Driver on the outside of the ring? Oh, wait, Drew Cutler has other plans, countering with a jawbreaker. And now throwing Shawn Stevens up the ramp. And now Cutler tossing Stevens back down the ramp. Both of these men have to be watchful of the referee's count. Drew Cutler, again, champion's advantage in this match. He can win via count out, but Shawn Stevens cannot. He has to win via pinfall or submission in order to become the DZW No Limits champion. And Drew Cutler with an uppercut. Uppercut lands to Shawn Stevens. Will Drew Cutler retain the DZW No Limits championship? Shawn Stevens again fighting out of whatever Drew Cutler had in store. And now sending the champion against the ropes. And Shawn Stevens with a knee to the face. And Drew Cutler might be out. As always, Shawn Stevens, he's going for it. He's going for the sharpshooter. But Drew Cutler has the ropes. As now Stevens dragging Drew Cutler to the center of the ring. Turning him back over. And oh, wait a minute. Shawn Stevens is going sharpshooter again. Sharpshooter to the champion. Will Drew Cutler tap out? Will Drew Cutler tap out to the sharpshooter? We could have another new champion right here and right now, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. That's J-Crack's music, and here he is. J-Crack coming out here, but we're in the middle of a No Limits Championship match. What is the former general manager doing here at Maximum Attitude, especially now? Shawn Stevens trying to figure out what J-Crack is doing out here. He looks just as confused as anybody else. And oh, wait a minute! Drew Cutler with an uppercut. Shawn Stevens distracted by the appearance of J-Crack. Drew Cutler taking advantage and knocking Shawn Stevens' daylights out. Shawn Stevens trying to get his senses together. And oh, come on. Drew Cutler. Cutler cutter. Cutler cutter to Shawn Stevens. Oh, don't tell me. Not this way. Not this way. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Drew Cutler retains the No Limits Championship.
Here is your winner, and still the DZW No Limits champion, Dignified Drew Cutler.
Drew Cutler taking advantage of the distraction and retaining the DZW No Limits Championship. But the question on my mind, and I'm pretty sure everybody else's mind in Miami, what is J-Crack doing here? What was his purpose of coming out when he did? Regardless of what that is, it cost Shawn Stevens the No Limits Championship. And now Drew Cutler goes into Revive, awaiting the winner of the King of Flight tournament. Drew Cutler somehow, some way, again surviving as No Limits champion. As now J-Crack gets into the ring. And oh, wait a minute! J-Crack kicking Shawn Stevens in the face. And oh, come on. J-Crack, the former general manager, is attacking Shawn Stevens and is just kicking the hell out of him. Now putting the boost of Shawn Stevens in the corner and just absolutely relentless. What is the meaning of this? Shawn Stevens has never in his life done anything to J-Crack, and J-Crack is just stomping Shawn Stevens into oblivion. I don't understand the meaning of this at all, ladies and gentlemen. Your guess is as good as mine. As J-Crack just chopping away on Shawn Stevens. I don't understand this whatsoever. As J-Crack continues the attack. And leveling Shawn Stevens in the back of the head with that kick. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speechless right now, but it doesn't look like J-Crack is done. No, come on, oh no. Wait, no, don't do this. Don't do the package pile driver to Shawn Stevens. J-Crack, a confirmed participant in the King of Flight tournament. But he just cost Shawn Stevens the No Limits Championship and beat the holy hell out of him. Ladies and gentlemen, there are so many questions needing to be answered regarding J-Crack. Oh, and come on now, Drew Cutler making his way back to the ring. Shawn Stevens has suffered enough. And oh, come on, this is absolutely disgusting. Cutler cutter. Cutler cutter to Shawn Stevens, who was screwed out of another championship. And Drew Cutler not even having the compassion to leave this man alone. And Drew Cutler absolutely disgusts me now. Oh no, he's motioning for a microphone.
You can take your booze and you can bring them somewhere else, because the fact of the matter is that you all doubted the Dignified One. You all thought that the Dignified One would lose because he was fighting Shawn Stevens. What, a man that was DZW champion 4 years ago? A man that's washed up, a man that is having an identity crisis right now. So cool with your long hair and your beard and your new gear. You're not impressive. You should look at it like this, Stevens. A couple years ago, you were on top of the world. You were DZW champion. What did you do? Well, you lost that belt in a matter of seconds, and now you're fighting in the No Limits division, which, to me, is important because I made this division what it is. I'm the reason this division still exists. I'm the reason that there's oxygen pumping in this division. Because this division needs the Dignified one. For you, this is a step down, and I know it in your eyes. I see it in your eyes. You see this as lesser. You see me as lesser. You want me to be a Travis Killings. You want me to be AJ Young. You want me to be that DZW championship. But you know you can't get there. Because you're not dignified. You're not the Dignified one. You're not the No Limits champion. And it's sad, Stevens, that now you can't even beat the No Limits champion. And you may think of that as me knocking on myself, but no. This is what you're thinking. This is what you're thinking. I knew you wouldn't be able to beat me. I knew going into it that you had no chance in hell beating me because I know you're a washed up old man that should be in a retirement home. But for you, you saw this as a walk in the park. You saw this as, well, I'm going to get back on top of the mountain and beat the No Limits champion and become the No Limits champion, and then I'll make my way up the card, and then I'll get my shot at the champion, and I will be champion again. But you never will. You never will, because you are worthless, as I just proved in the middle of that ring. And now, I move forward, and I move forward to this King of Flight tournament because I have been notified that whoever wins that tournament gets another shot at me, and it's just the same story over and over and over again. This company wants me to lose because they don't like how I act. They don't like how I present myself. They don't like how I think I'm better than everyone. But the fact is that it's not what they think. What they think is incorrect. It's fact that I am better than every single person. Because whoever wins the tournament is just going to lose to me. Just like Shawn Stevens lost to me. Just like Jake Hyde lost to me. Just like everyone has lost to me. Because this company doesn't seem to understand that you may think of me as a No Limits champion, just a man on the mid-card. You may think of me someone in the middle of the show that gets people to boo and is never going to make it. But no. You don't understand the dignified greatness of Drew Cutler, and I've proved that for the past 3 years. And if you still need that knocked into your brains, then let me just remind you that I don't care how many people there are in this tournament, no one will beat me. Because the only prize you're going to get is a loss in the middle of the ring to Drew Cutler. Because I'm never losing this championship. That is a damn dignified fact.
Strong, disrespectful words from Drew Cutler, but wait a minute, he mentioned Jake Hyde, and here he comes. Jake Hyde obviously taking exception to the comments just made by the No Limits champion. Jake Hyde losing the DZW Tag Team Championship earlier tonight, but it looks like he has some time to confront Drew Cutler. Oh wait, ladies and gentlemen, we might witness a showdown right here.
Oh, good lord. Look who it is. It's Mr. Loser. Jake, have faith in Jake Hyde. Well, have faith in you losing. You lost. What is it, 3 years ago now when you first came in here? And look at, I'm seeing that you don't have gold on your waist. Looks like you lost your tag titles, buddy. You keep losing. That's all you do is lose. You're just like Shawn Stevens, but you're worse. Because while Shawn Stevens got to the promised land, you didn't. You crashed and you burned and you had to hobble back and get the slightest bit of success. But now that's all down the drain. And now you got to fight for something again. Doesn't this seem like deja vu, you being in a tournament? A 16-man tournament, I've just been informed. Thank you, monkeys. And you being the choke artist that you are, you're not going to win this tournament. No. It's going to be the same thing that happened in Night of Flight, but it's going to be worse. You're going to lose in the first round, Jake. And I'll be right there to laugh in your face. Because you're not only a disappointment, you're not only a loser, but you're a failure. And you will never, ever get a shot at this championship as long as I'm breathing.
More disrespectful comments from Drew Cutler, but Jake Hyde is making a beeline for the ring. And Jake Hyde going right after Drew Cutler. And Drew Cutler deserves every bit of what's coming to him right now. And Jake Hyde kick to the stomach. Oh wait, he's going for hide and seek, and he hits it on Drew Cutler. You reap what you sow, and Drew Cutler found that out the hard way from Jake Hyde. Jake Hyde obviously in the King of Flight tournament. And oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me. Speaking of King of Flight tournament, here's another man in the tournament. The current ECW NXT champion over at El Dorado Championship Wrestling, Matt Black. Ladies and gentlemen, so much has transpired in just a few minutes. But now Matt Black is out here. We didn't know when he was going to show up tonight. All we knew was that Matt Black was going to make his debut here in Miami, Florida for Maximum Attitude, and he's here. The Dignified One getting back to his feet as Matt Black makes his way towards the ring. As he is eye to eye with the man that he might be facing if he wins the King of Flight tournament. Drew Cutler ran his mouth about Jake Hyde and paid for it. And he also ran his mouth about the King of Flight participants. Matt Black, of course, announced for that tournament. And probably didn't like what Drew Cutler had to say. But the story here is Matt Black is here in Danger Zone Wrestling, and the crowd in Miami loving every second of it. Now Drew Cutler in the ring, face to face with Matt Black. And now the Dignified One going to take a shot at Matt Black. And it looks like he's about to pay for that. And Matt Black with the neck breaker. Neck breaker to the Dignified One. And Drew Cutler's night is going from bad to worse. Matt Black on the top rope. What's he about to do here? And he hits the No Limits champion with a spiral tap. And Matt Black isn't done. And he hits a dice spread to Drew Cutler. Drew Cutler ran his mouth and paid for it, not once, but twice. And the story here, again, Matt Black is officially in Danger Zone Wrestling. And I say, welcome to DZW, Matt Black. Matt Black making a statement to the No Limits champion. But are we looking at the next King of Flight? Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with our final championship match of the evening. But with what just transpired, what more chaos could erupt here with the final two matches for Maximum Attitude? J-Crack costing Shawn Stevens the No Limits Championship, and then planting him with a package pile driver in the middle of the ring. Drew Cutler attacking Shawn Stevens, adding insult to injury, and then running his mouth off about the King of Flight tournament. J-Cod came out, took exception to those comments, and planted Drew Cutler with a hide and seek in the middle of the ring. And then Matt Black made his debut and made a statement on the No Limits champion. So much has happened, obviously, but ladies and gentlemen, Kenshin Takayashi is in the ring, awaiting the challenge for the DZW Heritage Championship for the second time. Kenshin Takayashi's had quite the rivalry with this man about to make his way down to the ring. CAW Wrestling's Grand Natural, Alex Orion. This all started at Pandemonium when Alex Orion defeated Kenshin Takayashi to retain the Heritage Championship. These two men have been battling over who is the premier wrestler in Danger Zone Wrestling. Alex Orion boasting quite the resume, unpinned since becoming the DZW Heritage Champion at Awaken. But Kenshin Takayashi has been battling back and forth with the champion for months and shows no signs of stopping. Kenshin Takayashi has made it clear that he wants the DZW Heritage Championship. But will he unseat Alex Orion tonight? Both of these men recently competing at DZWCaw All-Stars in a triple threat match to determine the #1 contender for the DZW Championship. The problem, Cobie Vinson came away with that victory. And as much as these men would love to be competing for the DZW Championship, the Heritage Championship means a lot to both of these competitors. But who will it mean more to tonight? Will it be Alex Orion or Kenshin Takayashi? That is the question that will be answered at the conclusion of this match, ladies and gentlemen.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Danger Zone Wrestling Heritage Championship. Introducing the challenger, Kenshin Takayashi. And his opponent, he is the reigning, defending DZW Heritage Champion, CAW Wrestling's Grand Natural, Alex Orion.
Alex Orion, the longest reigning current champion in Danger Zone Wrestling, the first ever Heritage Champion. Is he handing that belt over to the referee for the final time? Kenshin Takayashi knowing what's at stake. And that's what it's for, ladies and gentlemen, the DZW Heritage Championship. Referee rings the bell, and this match is underway. And Alex Orion wasting no time, drop kicking the challenger. We've seen one championship change hands in the form of the DZW Tag Team titles. Drew Cutler retaining his No Limits Championship. Will Alex Orion improve the champion streak to 2? Is now targeting the arm of Kenshin Takayashi. Now Alex Orion pulling Kenshin Takayashi up and going for a suplex to the challenger. Alex Orion, of course, beating the likes of Devvin Storm, Michael Stone, Jacob Ace, Kenshin Takayashi, narrowly retaining the DZW Heritage Championship against Cobie Vinson by disqualification. As now Takayashi goes to the top rope and Alex Orion stops him dead in his tracks. Now drop kicking Takayashi as he takes a nasty fall to the outside. The referee holding Alex Orion back from doing more damage to Kenshin Takayashi. Now Takayashi back in the ring, but what condition is he in after getting knocked 10 feet to the ground? Seems to be holding his own against a champion. And now Alex Orion again has Takayashi by the arm. Has been targeting that arm in this match. Then we see it again. Alex Orion targeting Kenshin Takayashi's arm. And now Orion stomping on the other arm. Orion probably one of the best technicians in DZW. Going to work on Takayashi, going for the pin. And Takayashi kicks out at 2. Orion might want to do a little bit more damage before he starts going for pinfall attempts. And that might do it. Alex Orion kneeing Kenshin Takayashi in the side of the face. Now we've seen this before from the champion, going to work with those elbows. Again and again, pummeling Kenshin Takayashi. There's 9. And there's 10 to the challenger. Going for the pin on Takayashi. Will the elbows do it? 2. And it won't. Those rapid fire elbows from Alex Orion proving to be unsuccessful in helping him retain the DZW Heritage Championship. But now Kenshin Takayashi fighting back and now has Alex Orion against the ropes. Now Takayashi suplexing Alex Orion onto the rope. The challenger Takayashi trying to get some momentum going as Alex Orion stops him with a power slam. Takayashi still fighting. And oh my goodness, Shining Wizard to Alex Orion. Takayashi trying to knock the champion out. Now Alex Orion on the apron. And Takayashi sending him to the outside with a shoulder block. And can we be seeing Air Takayashi right here, ladies and gentlemen? Alex Orion slowly getting up. And incoming, Air Takayashi. Air Takayashi to the champion outside the ring. Will that get the job done? Going for the pin after Air Takayashi. 2, and no. What a near fall. But Alex Orion still the Heritage Champion for the moment. Now Takayashi, Dragon Suplex to Alex Orion. Could we have a new champion? And Car Wrestling's Grand Natural out at the count of 2 yet again. Now Takayashi, pinfalls aren't working, so he goes for a Dragon Sleeper. Can he make the champion tap out? And Takayashi, even Alex Orion with knees to the face. And now drop kicking Kenshin Takayashi. Alex Orion with the skill to counter that Dragon Sleeper. And now, oh my goodness. What athleticism from Alex Orion. Crossbody to Kenshin Takayashi. Will he win this match? And no. Alex Orion, probably the closest thing to the total package in Danger Zone Wrestling. Athleticism, technical ability, and it's just part of the reason why he's been Heritage Champion for so long. Again, the longest reigning active champion in Danger Zone Wrestling. Now Alex Orion showing off and following up with a jawbreaker. Both of these men driven by the desire to be a champion as Alex Orion goes for another jawbreaker, this time using his shoulder. And things don't look too good for the challenger. Now Orion has Takayashi against the ropes. And what, oh my goodness, what rotation. Alex Orion with the suplex neckbreaker to Takayashi. And the champ is going to go high risk. And no reward for him as he misses that elbow. Alex Orion undershooting that elbow but still managing to make it to his feet before Takayashi. But now Takayashi's back up with the flurry of kicks and strikes. Now Takayashi's running with the full head of steam, and Alex Orion sends him flying to the outside. Now the natural going high risk again, and the elbow connects outside the ring. Alex Orion not only having the distance, but the rotation to connect with that elbow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we could be seeing Orion plunge right here, with Kenshin Takayashi getting out and countering with the neck breaker. Now Takayashi going to the top rope, and frog splash to the champion, going for the cover, 2, and Alex Orion somehow kicks out. Takayashi with the tornado DDT, trying to figure out what he has to do to put away the Heritage Champion. I think at this point, Takayashi is trying to do anything he can to win this match, pull out everything from his arsenal. But it's a small price to pay to call yourself the Heritage Champion. It's now Takayashi as Orion up. Oh, this looks bad for the champion. Turnbuckle power bomb. Buckle bomb to the champion. Going for the cover, 2, and Alex Orion is still in this. The referee's hand came down for a 3, but Alex Orion still somehow, some way is in this matchup. Now Takayashi, what's he going for here? Wait, sunset flip to the champion. Will we have a new champion? 2, and no. You can see the frustration setting in from Kenshin Takayashi, trying to figure out how he can beat Alex Orion, and that might do it. Boston Crab to the champion, and Alex Orion, the natural, slowly but surely making his way towards the ropes. Can he get the rope break? And Alex Orion gets it. Alex Orion preserving his championship reign. Now Takayashi sending Orion into the corner. Now Alex Orion has Takayashi in the danger zone. And he hits the superplex, but again, we saw this at All Stars. Follows it up with the Falcon Arrow, going for the cover on Takayashi. 1, 2, and Takayashi is still in it. I think Takayashi just had a gasp of air after that superplex Falcon Arrow combination. Both of these men have thrown everything they can at each other, but neither man is willing to quit. Orion going back to the top, going for a body splash and missing the mark for Kenshin Takayashi. Will the missed dive prove to be the Heritage Champion's downfall? Takayashi went for a kick to the gut, and Alex Orion reverses with a mule kick. And now Orion following it up with the belly-to-back suplex. And there's the athleticism and arrogance from the champion. Now Alex Orion hits the Uranagi, and is he going for it? The Anaconda Vice, yes he is. Will he force Kenshin Takayashi to tap out? Takayashi's fighting for dear life, trying to get out of that Anaconda Vice. And Takayashi gets out. And Orion with a drop kick, obviously frustrated about failing to put the challenger away with that Anaconda Vice. Now Takayashi with the fireman's carry counter to Alex Orion. Oh wait, Takayashi. Is he going for it? Takayashi bomb. Takayashi bomb to Alex Orion. Could we have a new DZW Heritage Champion? Wait, Takayashi now going for the pinfall. Going to the top rope. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, he paid for that dearly. Takayashi missing what looked to be a leg drop. Now Takayashi hitting a jawbreaker on Alex Orion. And wait, could we be seeing it? Pump handle knee, and Alex Orion got out of it. Alex Orion fought his way out of the pump handle knee. Going for the pin on Takayashi. And Takayashi getting the shoulder up. And Alex Orion is furious. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an awesome contest that we are witnessing for the DZW Heritage Championship. Both of these men giving it their all, neither man willing to say die. As now Orion has Takayashi in the danger zone. And Takayashi with an elbow to Orion, and he hits Air Takayashi again. Air Takayashi to the champion. And now waiting for Alex Orion to make it to his feet. Could he be hitting it this time? And he connects. Pump handle knee. Pump handle knee to the champion. Takayashi going for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. We have a new DZW Heritage Champion, and his name is Kenshin Takayashi.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and the new DZW Heritage Champion, Kenshin Takayashi.
It took months of fighting and months of perseverance, but Takayashi is your new Heritage Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event of Maximum Attitude. Cobie Vinson versus AJ Young. The winner goes on to face Travis Killings for the DZW Championship at Revive. And as the lights go out, we await the appearance of AJ Young.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event scheduled for one fall, and it is for Cobie Vinson's #1 contendership to the DZW Championship. Introducing first, AJ Young.
This match is about more than just the #1 contendership to the DZW Championship. This match is about two former friends. Cobie Vinson served as the bodyguard of AJ Young for a number of months, helping him retain the DZW Championship on a number of occasions. But recently, Cobie Vinson has been on a path of destruction, like no other, and even attacking his former Supremacy teammates, Shawn Walsh and Steven Syntax. It seems that AJ Young has lost complete control of Cobie Vinson, and now Cobie Vinson has a golden ticket to revive, opting to put it on the line against AJ Young, who demanded a championship opportunity, Cobie Vinson's championship opportunity, in fact, when he lost against Travis Killings. And as I always say, Miami, we have a problem.
And introducing his opponent, accompanied by Ryan Paul Jones, he is the problem, Cobie Vinson.
When you think carnage, when you think mayhem, when you think destruction, the name that comes to mind more frequently than anybody else is Cobie Vinson. Like I mentioned earlier, Cobie Vinson has beaten everyone in his path. I mean, we just witnessed him destroy Caleb Blair on the last episode of Attitude. He's beaten Brad Carisco, Liam North, Shawn Stevens. He even has a pinfall victory over the current DZW champion, Travis Killings. And he looks to add AJ Young's name to that list. Cobie Vinson's so confident in his ability to beat AJ Young that he opted to put his guaranteed number one contendership that he won against Orion and Kenshin Takayashi on the line here tonight. And of course, Cobie Vinson, the culprit behind why Travis Killings cannot compete at Maximum Attitude, obliterating the champion after he successfully defended the DZW title against AJ Young. And as we found out on the last episode of Attitude, Cobie Vinson's onslaught of mayhem is all because of Ryan Paul Jones, who revealed himself to be Cobie Vinson's manager. But can Ryan Paul Jones lead his client to beat a man that knows him probably better than anybody? Can Ryan Paul Jones guide Cobie Vinson to beating AJ Young? This again, ladies and gentlemen, is our main event. So much at stake here. Something's gotta give, and this match is underway. AJ Young walking right towards Cobie Vinson, sizing him up. Cobie Vinson with about a good 10 inches on AJ Young. And now AJ Young going right after Cobie Vinson with strike after strike. Cobie Vinson with the shot to the leg. And oh, wait a minute. Cobie Vinson with a flurry of strikes and follows it up with an uppercut. AJ Young tried to hit hard and hit early, but Cobie Vinson putting a dent right in that strategy. As now Cobie Vinson just launches AJ Young to the floor. AJ Young, a well-accomplished competitor, but he has never faced a man the size and strength of Cobie Vinson, and he just slapped Cobie Vinson. Not wise from AJ Young, but hitting a springboard blockbuster. And now going for the pin, and Cobie Vinson kicks out before the count of one. And AJ Young might just have angered the problem, and hitting a super kick, and Cobie Vinson did not fall. Hit another super kick, and Cobie Vinson is backed into the corner. It's now Cobie Vinson turning the tables and punching AJ Young over and over, and just throwing AJ Young again. I say this over and over again, but with Cobie Vinson, it takes one move. And AJ Young almost lost the match, but kicking out at 2.9. Those strikes look to have dazed AJ Young, as Cobie Vinson again on the offense. launching AJ Young in the air and letting him fall to the ground. And now Cobie Vinson with another senton. Ryan Paul Jones has to be liking what he's seeing from his client. As Cobie Vinson continuing the damage to AJ Young, but AJ Young fights out of a suplex attempt. And the former two-time All-Stars champion fighting Cobie Vinson again, throwing everything but the kitchen sink worth of strikes his way. Now AJ Young knees to the stomach. Cobie Vinson trapped on the middle rope. AJ Young taking advantage. Now the problem is up and AJ Young is just throwing everything he can. Wait, Cobie Vinson almost sent AJ Young to the outside. But now slapping Cobie Vinson again. And Cobie Vinson with the full head of steam charging right at AJ Young. And oh no. Cobie Vinson has AJ Young in the danger zone. And planting him right to the mat. Cobie Vinson hitting AJ Young with what I can really only describe as a Super Samoan drop, as Cobie Vinson went airborne and missed. AJ Young looking to capitalize. And now it's Cobie Vinson locked in. Garen DDT. Garen DDT from AJ Young. And now Ryan Paul Jones is on the apron, sensing his client's in trouble. But AJ Young seemingly unfazed by the presence of Ryan Paul Jones as he waits for Cobie Vinson to get to his feet. Wait, AJ Young with the right hand. And oh, wait a minute. Young Disaster. AJ Young might be the first man to pin Cobie Vinson. Going for the Young Disaster. 2, and Cobie Vinson kicks out at 2. And AJ Young is in disbelief. AJ Young attacked early, hitting the Young Disaster, but Cobie Vinson kicked out. And now AJ Young just kneeing Cobie Vinson in the face over and over again, and then blasting him with a super kick. Going for the pin on Cobie Vinson. 2, and no. Cobie Vinson showing a little more vulnerability in this match than usual. And oh, I spoke too soon as Cobie Vinson counters with a forearm strike. And again, another forearm strike to AJ Young. And again, letting AJ Young free fall right to the mat. But I think that increased vulnerability that I mentioned earlier has to do with the fact that AJ Young knows Cobie Vinson better than anybody. He took him under his wing. He studied him. And that's part of the reason why this feud is just so personal. AJ Young feels that Cobie Vinson owes him his career. Cobie Vinson feeling that he owes AJ nothing. Which is why we're at where we're at, ladies and gentlemen, as Cobie Vinson T-bones AJ Young right into the corner, letting the former two-time All-Stars champion fall right on his neck. And now the problem, he has AJ Young on his shoulders. Is he thinking Death Valley Driver? Well, AJ Young counters it and falling inverted DDT. AJ Young countering the Death Valley Driver and is now going high risk. Frog splash to the problem. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and Cobie Vinson kicks out again. AJ Young pretty much throwing everything he can at Cobie Vinson this early in the match. And the problem is still fighting in this as AJ Young tried a super kick. Cobie Vinson tried a knee attempt. And now AJ Young with an arm drag to Vinson. Both of these men fighting back and forth, and Cobie Vinson blasting AJ Young with an uppercut. Oh wait, Cobie Vinson now deadlifting AJ Young and dropping him with the power bomb. Now Cobie Vinson's gonna try to do some damage again. And there's another power bomb. Cobie Vinson will powerbomb AJ Young over and over, not just because he can, but because he wants to go face Travis Killings at Revive. But AJ Young reversing a third powerbomb attempt. Now the former DZW champion is in control, and I spoke too soon, as Cobie Vinson is striking AJ Young over and over with uppercut after uppercut. Now Cobie Vinson sending AJ Young into the ropes. And there's a belly to belly. It looked for a second like AJ Young was about to get out of that, but Cobie Vinson just too strong for AJ Young. AJ Young searching for a second crack at the DZW Championship. Cobie Vinson searching for his very first. And Vinson planting AJ Young with a DDT. Like I mentioned earlier, Vinson has beaten Travis Killings before, albeit with the help of Eddie Roy. And now Cobie Vinson, what's he going for here? Oh my goodness, trying to snap AJ Young's leg in half. There's the strength and power element of Cobie Vinson as he's trying to find a rather unique way to make AJ Young tap. But AJ Young somehow, some way getting out and blasting Cobie Vinson with another super kick. AJ Young using his veteran instincts to win this match, and now he has Cobie Vinson in the Black Friday. Will he make Cobie Vinson tap out and surrender his DZW Championship opportunity? Ryan Paul Jones is nervous in the corner as Cobie Vinson flips AJ Young out of the Black Friday. Now, Cobie Vinson, he has him up and down, Argentine backbreaker. They can break a man's spine. Cobie Vinson, AJ Young into the corner and launching all 300 pounds of himself at AJ Young. And oh, wait a minute. Cobie Vinson trying to put an end to this match. Will he hit the Vinson kick? And AJ Young getting out of the way. AJ Young got out of the way of the Vinson kick. And now taking Cobie Vinson's legs from underneath him. AJ going up top yet again. And there's a leg drop to Cobie Vinson. Now AJ Young again using his, dropping to the outside of the ring. And I'm having some words with Ryan Paul Jones. And wait a minute. Young disaster to Ryan Paul Jones. I thought AJ Young was going to go for another high-risk move. But instead, planting Ryan Paul Jones with a Young disaster. And now AJ Young has a bat in his hand. And wait, now he's going for a steel chair. AJ Young has a steel chair in clear view of the referee. Now wait, AJ Young, oh wait a minute. AJ Young throwing the referee out of the ring. And now striking Cobie Vinson. AJ Young has thrown everything, the Young disaster, the Black Friday at Cobie Vinson, and the problem is still in it. But AJ Young doing everything he can to win this match. And now blasting Cobie Vinson with a steel chair. Ryan Paul Jones forced to watch his client get beaten over and over again with a steel chair. And now AJ Young with the referee getting up, getting rid of the evidence. And AJ Young gonna steal one, 1, 2, and 3. Wait! Cobie Vinson kicked out. Cobie Vinson took chair shot after chair shot, and the problem is still in it. And now AJ Young looking for an inverted sharpshooter, but Cobie Vinson's arm too close to the ropes. AJ Young has to be in absolute shock as Cobie Vinson lands a jawbreaker. And there's a German suplex to AJ Young. Cobie Vinson obviously not happy about getting blasted over and over again with the steel chair. But AJ Young dropping Vinson with a clothesline. AJ Young feeling a little froggy. He might jump. Springboard frog splash. As you can see, Cobie Vinson still feeling the effects of those chair shots. Now AJ Young knees Cobie Vinson in the face. Now AJ Young going again, springboard 450 but missing, and the problem is busted open. And Cobie Vinson hitting a half Nelson backbreaker. And the problem is pissed. AJ Young busting Cobie Vinson wide open. And Cobie Vinson gonna make AJ Young pay, as now he is just banging AJ Young's head against a top turnbuckle. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been quite a match we've witnessed. Both of these men wanting a shot at the DZW Championship. Both of these men wanting to prove that they're better than the other. As Cobie Vinson He's going to think powerbomb, and wait a minute. Thought Cobie Vinson was going to go for another powerbomb. And oh my goodness, Cobie Vinson is swinging AJ Young. Look at the strength from Cobie Vinson. Swinging AJ Young for a good 10 to 15 seconds. And planting him with another powerbomb. And Cobie Vinson, speaking of powerbomb, could we be seeing it? He connects. Pop-up powerbomb to AJ Young. Will Cobie Vinson win this match? And AJ Young gets the shoulder up at the last possible second. What an effort from both Cobie Vinson and AJ Young. But Cobie Vinson looking to put this match away. Cobie Vinson running to AJ Young, and AJ Young with an elbow. As he goes for it again, guaranteed DDT. The guaranteed DDT to Cobie Vinson. And now AJ Young trying to figure out what his next move is. And he goes for yet another chair. AJ Young thinking steel chair once again. And out goes the referee again. Come on. AJ Young, desperation, and blast Cobie Vinson with that chair again. You can see the blood of Cobie Vinson on that chair. AJ Young using that chair out of absolute desperation. You can see Cobie Vinson an absolute bloody mess. AJ Young not disqualified because he did not physically strike the referee. But you have to think even with that little bit of leeway, that AJ Young could end up getting disqualified if he tries that one more time, as Cobie Vinson hits another German suplex. Cobie Vinson obviously livid about those chair shots, and he's gonna make AJ Young pay with a choke slam. Cobie Vinson trying to get a huge win over AJ Young as he goes for that Vinson kick one more time, and the story has been the same. AJ Young finding some way to avoid the Vinson kick. You'd have to think that AJ Young avoiding the Vinson kick has been key to his survival in this match. And AJ Young missing the frog splash. The amount of counters that we have seen in this match from both of these men, but specifically AJ Young, it all goes back to AJ Young knowing Cobie Vinson so well, and vice versa, as AJ Young again takes out the knee of Cobie Vinson. Maybe trying to set up for Black Friday once again, as AJ Young going back to the top rope again. As AJ Young trying to use his speed and agility to win this match. And there's a wicked diving clothesline to Cobie Vinson. Going for the pin on the problem. 2, and no. And AJ Young going at it with the referee. Well, I'm surprised hasn't disqualified AJ Young yet. But now AJ Young has Cobie Vinson back in the Black Friday. You can see the worry on the face of Ryan Paul Jones. But Cobie Vinson manages to fight out of the Black Friday once again. And now Cobie Vinson waiting for AJ Young to get up. And dear God, what a clothesline. Turning AJ Young inside out. Now Vinson sending AJ Young into the corner and again allowing him to fall right to the mat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is shaped out to be probably one of the best matches in both men's careers. As Cobie Vinson was thinking pump handle and AJ Young getting out of that. But again, AJ Young knows Cobie Vinson probably better than anybody in Danger Zone Wrestling. Come to think of it, I think this is the best that anybody has fared against Cobie Vinson up to this point. And now Cobie Vinson with a stiff right hand. Another right hand, and now AJ Young is trapped in the corner. Now Cobie Vinson perching AJ Young on the top rope and falls with more stiff right hands, but AJ Young fights out. And again, another blockbuster. And now AJ Young with the left-handed strike to Cobie Vinson, but that did not phase the problem at all. Now Cobie Vinson pondering his next move. And oh, wait a minute. Could it be again? Pop-up powerbomb. But Cobie Vinson is not going for the pin. And Ryan Paul Jones has to be thinking that this is a mistake on the part of his client. And AJ Young with another super kick. AJ Young has Cobie Vinson laid out with the super kick. And now AJ Young going back to the top rope once again. As now, wait. Cobie Vinson is up and he just caught AJ Young. AJ Young in trouble. Could it be? Problem solver. AJ Young went in the air one too many times and it might have cost him. And Cobie Vinson is going to revive.
Here is your winner, The Problem, Cobie Vinson.
AJ Young flew one too many times, and Cobie Vinson made him pay. Cobie Vinson hitting that new variation of the problem solver. And now Cobie Vinson looks to revive to take on Travis Killings for the DZW Championship. But what an effort from AJ Young, taking Cobie Vinson to his limit. Of course, having the help of a few chair shots, but nonetheless, both of these men gave it their all and more. But Cobie Vinson simply had more left in the tank. And now the question is, who is going to stop? Wait a minute. That's Travis Killings. Travis Killings has held the barricade. And now Travis Killings is in the ring. He has Cobie Vinson up. TKO. Travis Killings not waiting until revived to get payback against Cobie Vinson. And he hits the scissors kick. Travis Killings wasn't even cleared to compete tonight. You can see the effect of his beatdown from Cobie Vinson. But ladies and gentlemen, we now know that in the main event of Revive, our next Click review after King of Flight, it will be Travis Killings versus the Problem Cobie Vinson for the DZW Championship. But for that attack, Travis Killings may have hell to pay. Is this one of the last times that we could be seeing Travis Killings as the DZW champion? We will find out in time. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for Maximum Attitude. I am Antoine Princeton, and I am signing out.